Hi there, Loy Machedo, speaking to you from loymachedo.com. Who's Loy Machedo? Think Personal Branding. Today the date is November 12th, 2017. It's a Sunday. Time right now is 11:07 in the morning. Okay, I just wanted to answer this question that I happen to get. How many hours of sleep do you recommend successful people need? Okay, now okay, wait, before anything else, you can see this that is here red. That is not me getting punched on the face. That is me. My wife was just giving me a massage. So when she keeps doing this, it's red. So, I can see my face when I'm recording. So before that, I just thought I'd get this out. Okay, coming to the question of sleep. Now, I know this question stems from the fact that I put up an answer on Quora stating that sometimes I sleep for 3 to 5 hours, okay, especially when I have a very important task. Now, all of a sudden, after I put up that answer, I kind of noticed that many youngsters who follow me, they started saying, "Law, you inspired me. Now I'm going to sleep less, and I'm going to study more. I'm going to do this more, that more." And the problem is, because I receive so many messages, it's very hard for me to write to them individually. So I just ignored it, and before I knew it, after 3 or 4 days, I started to get these messages. Loy, I tried sleeping for 3 to 4 days, for 3 to 5 hours. I'm feeling sick now. I'm not feeling up to the mark. I don't feel like studying, concentrating. So I just thought I'll address this topic once and for all, so that there is no misunderstanding into what I'm saying. First and foremost, guys, if there's anyone who gives you an advice for anything, remember, the advice that they are giving you is something that might necessarily work for them, but may not necessarily work for you. So if in case, let's say, I do, 100 push-ups every single day to keep fit, maybe you can't do the same. Let's say there is somebody who runs 10 kilometers every single day. Maybe you can run only one because your knees are weak, or maybe you cannot run at all. So please use discretion whenever you follow anyone's advice or lifestyle. That is number one. The second thing which I want to tell you is, with regards to sleep, keep this very strongly in mind. Sleep is very, very necessary. Very necessary, whether you like it or not. And it's especially important for you if you are driving, if you're operating a machinery, if you're doing something that is very critical. You need sleep, okay? If sleep was not necessary, babies would not sleep. When a person is sick, he would not be sleeping. If somebody got injured, they would not sleep. Sleeping is a way for the body to heal itself. It's very natural. It's very necessary. So please keep this in mind very strongly. Sleep is very important. Okay, that's first thing. And when I say, or when anybody says, let's say I watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's one of his videos where he says, sleep, sleep is for losers. You need to work hard. Nobody gets paid when they sleep. Yes, that is true. Technically, that is true. Nobody gets paid for sleeping, okay? But at the same time, in order to achieve peak performance, you need sleep. Now, sleep is the body's way of saying, relax, power down, let's heal ourselves. It's like you took a car for racing, you really abused it left, right, and center, and then it comes back to the garage. The guys have to take care of it. They have to have an oil change, you have to replace the tires. It's like healing the body. So you need to allow the body to heal. What sleep does, at least for me, is it helps me recuperate, regroup, it recalibrate myself, my thoughts which are going all over the place. It helps me, calm myself down. And let me tell you this, even though I sleep sometimes 3 to 5 hours, I take power naps in between. I take sometimes 2 power naps or 3 power naps of 15 minutes each throughout the day, especially when I'm on a very intense schedule, like sleeping only 3 hours. And I don't do this 3 to 5 hours every single day of my life. I do it at a very select point in my career or during my life. So let's say, for example, I have a very critical project coming up. So during that time, during those, that 1 week or that 1 month, I sleep less. However, once that is over, I go back to relaxing my body. Like right now, let me give you an example. When I was with my wife in Ubon, Rajasthani, I had gone there for a business purpose. It was very stressful because I was not staying in my house. I was staying in someone else's house. I didn't have the environment to work. The internet was not working. It was so frustrating speaking to people, to business people, it was a very different environment altogether. And I was really stressed out, okay? And on top of that, I couldn't do my work. the internet kept fluctuating. So that was really frustrating. And that is why I could not sleep, even though I was sleeping. And my body was acting funny because I felt sleepy at 9 o'clock. Normally I feel sleepy at 1 o'clock. I always needed to use sleeping pills to sleep there. I was just shutting down at 9 o'clock. And I couldn't sleep for a long time. I kept getting up at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. So I thought, okay, since I'm awake, I might as well do work. So even though I was sleeping 2 to 3 hours, sometimes even like 3 hours, 3 to 5 hours, I did sleep in the afternoon. I did sleep in the afternoon for 1 hour or 15 minutes, whatever. So first and foremost, the disclaimer that I want to give you is, yes, I do sleep less sometimes, but not every single day of my life. And there is nobody who can say that in order to be successful, you should not sleep at all. Yes, it would be something really amazing and great if you didn't sleep at all. You could just work like no one else's business. Yes, the person who would work, let's say 24 hours a day compared to a person who works 8 hours a day, the person who works 24 hours a day, if he's a machine, he would achieve much more. However, that is not possible. So just as a baby needs to sleep in order to grow, just as a person who's sick needs to sleep in order to heal themselves, you need to sleep, and you need to figure out what is the number of hours you need to sleep. So now the question comes, how many hours you need to sleep? That depends on you. Have a journal, and write down how many hours you sleep. When you're a teenager and you're growing up, or you're a baby, you sleep much more. That's why teenagers sleep a lot more, because their body is physically growing. And yes, they have an element of being lazy. However, if you have, let's say you have joined the army, you need to sleep at a particular time and get up at a particular time. You can't say, oh, my body is feeling too tired, I need to sleep. No, it doesn't work out that way. So there is a standard median kind of how many hours you need to sleep. Figure that out, whether 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, okay? The standard is 8 hours. If you need more sleep, sleep somewhere in between throughout the day. Like right now for me, given that I'm back into the zone, I'm back in my house, I'm back to work, I sleep the standard 8 hours. And yes, I also sleep in the afternoon. So that is why I look young and fresh. And many people say, oh, you don't look 40, because I take care of myself, okay? And when you sleep, here are a couple of tips. Don't have coffee 6 hours before sleeping, or 6 hours before sleeping. That's a standard that I follow. Don't have strong coffee 6 hours before sleeping. If you particularly want to sleep in the night, make sure that at least, 6 hours, don't take a nap. Otherwise, if you take a nap, it's very hard to sleep in the night. Make sure that your bedroom is only for sleeping, not for anything else. Sex, no problem, but it should only be for sleeping. So it should be perfectly quiet, very clean. There should be no gadgets and gizmos where you put on and you start looking at a movie. It should really be cool. When the temperature is down, you can sleep much more faster. Have a cool shower, really cold shower before you go to sleep, so your body feels clean. And remember, just as you need to power up to start your day, you need to power down to end your day. Like when you power up, after you get up in the morning, obviously, for those of you who follow a morning routine, you might do some exercise, you might do some stretching, you might start breathing in deep, you might have a cold shower, you might just, walk around and then have a strong cup of coffee, and then you start your day. So it builds up as a crescendo. While on the other hand, when you finish your day, don't just finish off, put off the computer, crash. Give yourself 30 minutes to 1 hour before you sleep. Power down your computer, power down your smartphone, power down everything else. Have a nice shower, relax yourself. If your partner can give you a massage, like my wife does, it's great. Otherwise, just stretch a little bit, lie on the bed. I prefer recommending, for people not to read a book. Although if that is what helps you go to sleep, you can, read a book without excessive light, because the minute light enters your eyes, the brain gets tricked into thinking, oh, it's daytime. And you can either put soft music, or if you prefer total silence, just immerse yourself into your sleep mode and then switch off. So that's what I would suggest for people who want to power down, okay? And yes, please don't answer emails. Please don't speak to anyone. Don't get agitated before you sleep, because you need to be in a peace of mind when you're trying to sleep. So I hope this answers your question about sleep. Now, recommended number of hours is 8 hours. Don't, when you have a very important project, yes, push yourself 3 to 4 hours or 5 hours, whatever. Take a lot of power naps during the day. Make sure that you eat healthy, because what you put into your body is also very important. Don't stuff yourself before sleeping, because what happens is, if your body has a lot of stuff inside, it's still working, it's not resting, okay? yeah, so I hope this answers your question. Before I do end, remember, do like, do share this video if it helps anyone. If you'd like to donate to my channel to support me, just make the payments to PayPal, that is lloyd@machedo.com. If you have any questions, feel free to send me, either put in the comment section below or send me as an email, same email, lloyd@machedo.com. And if you'd like to book me professionally for my services where you want exclusive one-to-one attention, go to thinkpersonalbranding.com. I hope this answers your question. And yeah, guys, remember, without sleep, don't do anything crazy, especially operating on a machinery or driving. If you do feel sleepy when you're driving, please park the car at the side, sleep for half an hour, regroup, recuperate. Remember, if you sleep, nothing is going to happen if you park the car outside, and just take some time off. So it's okay to do that. Please never operate any machinery or drive without proper sleep. Okay? So I hope this answers your question. Lloyd from lloyd@machedo.com. Who is Lloyd Machedo, Think Personal Branding, saying goodbye for now. Bye.